Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellum's GriniFlix Adventure. Welcome to another video. I'm out on a sunny day in Sydney. Recently I went to Galápagos Islands with my wife Leah, and we did an assignment, a photographic assignment. Did we make the wrong choices in taking the lenses that we did to Galápagos Islands? So today's test is going to be comparing the 100 to 400 Nikon lens to the 70 to 200 f2.8 lens with the teleconverter. So the maximum range is 400 millimeters in both cases. So your challenge, my viewers, my subscribers, is to pick which set of photos belongs to which lens combination. Which set is the 100 to 400 mm lens, and which set is the 70 to 200 with the 2x converter. Let's see whether you can pick them apart in real life situations. Photographing animals and sea creatures and bird life and reptiles all over the Galápagos Islands as well as Ecuador. We had some challenges with the lenses that we chose for this trip. Both Leah and I were using Nikon cameras, and we only had one telephoto lens and one wide angle lens, and we had to actually swap them over all the time. Ideally, we needed something like in the range of 100 to 400 millimeter lenses. We only had one. And I did have a teleconverter 2x with me, which I didn't use. But in reflection now, thinking about how, the lenses that we could have taken, did we make the wrong choices in taking the lenses that we did to Galápagos Islands? I reckon that I could have changed one of those lenses, and that was the wide angle lens, and had the 70 to 200 f2.8 lens with the teleconverter. That would have made it a 5.6 f-stop lens, which is basically the same as the 100 to 400 Nikon lens. So today's test is going to be comparing the 100 to 400 Nikon lens to the 70 to 200 f2.8 lens with the teleconverter. So the maximum range is 400 millimeters in both cases. The minimum range is 100 for one, and with the teleconverter is going to be 140. But well, I'm going to do a whole bunch of test shots around here, around Sydney Harbour, different scenarios, long distance, a bit wider, and close up. So all the practical aspects of what are the differences in those lenses, and what are the real life experiences that you actually have. So your challenge, my viewers, my subscribers, is to pick which set of photos belongs to which lens combination. Which set is the 100 to 400 mm lens, and which set is the 70 to 200 with the 2x converter. Let's see whether you can pick them apart in real life situations. Nikon Z6 has the 100 to 400 f4.5 to 5.6 lens. The other camera is a Nikon ZF, and that's got the 70 to 200 f2.8 with the Nikon 2x converter. I've taken off the filters. Yeah, actually, if you need filters, I'm an affiliate with K&F Concept. Filters, camera accessories, tripods, flashes, all sorts of gear that K&F Concept make. They also go by the name of Kent Faith. You can get up to 20% discount on everything on their website if you use the Adventure 8 affiliate code. Yeah, that's something for my viewers and my subscribers. You get the discount that's already advertised on the website, and then when you use the Adventure 8 discount code, you get an extra 20% off. Hope you can take advantage of that. That helps the channel as well. I can bring more content for you. I can't believe how noisy it is around the harbour, but I guess it is a working harbour, so you got a lot of noises. Hopefully it's not too annoying in this video. I'll take some more shots around here, and you can review the shots. But I won't tell you which set is which. You tell me. Can you tell the difference between the 70 to 200 millimeter with the 2x converter versus the 100 to 400? The lenses are so good, and these converters are so good, I don't think you can tell the difference. But you tell me. Leave a comment in the video after you watch the entire video. The first set was the Nikon ZF with the 70-200 2x converter combination, and the second set was the Z6 with the 100-400. Did you pick that? Could you see the difference? Let's go into Lightroom and have a closer look at these photographs side by side and just see exactly what differences there are. Red ones here are the 70-200 with teleconverter, and the yellow ones here are the 100-400. We've got the 70-200 on the left and the 100-400 on the right. If we zoom in 100%, what do we see? We see that both shots are pretty much identical. What I did notice across all these photographs is that the teleconverter with the 70-200 has a little bit more contrast than the 100-400. You might see this in some of these other photographs as well. The combinations are so close that you'd never tell these apart. So here you can see that with the teleconverter and the 70-200, a little bit more contrast than on the 100-400. If we zoom in at 100%, we look at the detail here. As far as I'm concerned, they're identical in the definition, other than the contrast difference, which could be done in some post-processing. I mean, these were all raw images that were converted into JPEG. Z6 and the ZF, they're both 24 megapixel cameras. But if we look at the bokeh here, they're also very similar. It's amazing the quality you get out of the 70-200 with the TC converter. It is spectacular. This was a complete surprise. I thought there'd be a big difference. And my focus point, I think, is, yes, the fire hydrant sign. Look at the detail again. Slightly different colors from the two cameras, with the ZF on the left and the Z6 on the right here. But again, we look at the distance here, look to see at the bokeh, they're almost identical. Very hard to tell them apart. But the clarity that you get is just amazing. The detail is amazing as well. There's definitely no drop off of quality in using the teleconverter with the 70-200. And that means that the 70-200 is definitely, with the teleconverter, gives you that extra option of having a really fast lens, the 70-200 f2.8, rather than carrying that lens and the 100-400. I am amazed by this. Are you amazed? I am. Side by side. So in this shot, it's actually interesting. So both lenses were set wide open. So this was at 2.8, f2.8 on the 70-200, but then with the teleconverter, it's equivalent to f5.6. And the 100-400 is at f5.6 at 400 millimeters. So you do see vignetting in the 100-400, and there's less of it in the 70-200 with the teleconverter. That was a surprising element to this comparison. I was expecting more vignetting having the TC converter with the 70-200. Amazing. So if we zoom right in at 100%, the clarity, the detail is indistinguishable. Fantastic. Both lenses are fantastic. And with the teleconverter, it's still fantastic. This was a complete surprise. Look, right in the corner as well. Unbelievable. I've managed to get the sun in there. I tried to get it to streak about the same amount because I want to see whether they have any other ghosting or any other images that would appear. But both lenses, both combinations are basically producing an identical result again. Loads of detail. I think this leaf is the one that's in focus. So you can see every single vein in the leaf. And on the 100-400, you have, again, the same sort of thing. See, where's this leaf? Maybe the focus point is somewhere different in this shot. But I was mainly trying to work out what was going to happen with the flare, with the lenses wide open, shooting into the sun. And now the 100-400 is on the ZF. Z6, we've got the the 70 to 200. Let's zoom right in, because the ZF is giving me more of a blue tone. Again, I haven't adjusted anything, so the camera itself is giving me that slightly different blue tone and possibly contrast, because now the 100 to 400 is more contrasty than the 70 to 200, because I swapped cameras and the lenses over. So if we're just looking at the detail of both images, they're basically identical. So we've got the 100 to 400 on the left with the ZF. So yeah, so we've got the 100 to 400 on the ZF this time. And on the Z6, we've got the 70 to 200 with the 2x converter. Can we tell these apart? We'll have a look at the sign here. I think this is what I was focusing on in both cases. And can you tell the difference? I can't tell the difference. They are so close to each other. It's incredible, real complete surprise here. What I did notice, possibly with the 70 to 200 and with the 2x converter, is that the bokeh is smoother as things start to get out of focus. If you have a look in the trees here, you can just see the trees in the bokeh, where it's a bit more defined with the 100 to 400. Again, there's no way you would see this if you're just looking at these photographs normally. All I can say is this has surprised me completely. I thought that the 70 to 200 with the teleconverter, the 2x teleconverter, would be, you'd lose contrast, you'd lose definition by having the teleconverter, because that's what it always used to be with teleconverters. And compared to the 100 to 400 prime zoom lens, if you want to call it that, I can't tell the difference. So that, for me, it means that if I'm traveling with both these lenses, at least my wife Leah, and if she's photographing also animals, we both want a long lens, then at least I know that we can use these combinations, and the quality of the lenses and the output we get is going to be identical. The other situation is if I want to have that longer reach of 400 millimeters, then I can just go for the 70 to 200 at 2.8, and then when I want that longer reach, I just put on the 2x converter. Unbelievable. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If it's the first time to my channel, you haven't already subscribed, press subscribe, press notifications, you'll be notified when the next video is out. Did this surprise you? It surely surprised me. Thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers. Bye.